Thank you. Thank you. Des Moines, Iowa. Drake University. It's great to be here. Wow, it's freaky to hear the credits go by because I stay so focused like a fullback in football. I'm just thinking end zone, end zone, end zone, and suddenly you realize, wow, I scored a lot of points. I really don't think too much about what I did in the past. I don't even listen to the recordings I've done. I'm always thinking, God, I haven't done enough. I could do so much better. I have such a long way to go. As a matter of fact, I have a motto, which is, I'll never be as great as I want to be, but I'm willing to spend the rest of my life trying to be as great as I can be. If you think about that, that's like what I call the human condition. You're willing to accept that you're not perfect, but you're still willing to try as hard as you can to be perfect. You know, you just accept that. You know, I'll never be quite as great as I want to be, but I'm going to try anyway. And with that, you get rewarded with results, you know, as I have. And before I blast your head off with some music, I want to tell you some of the, there are three things that I think about when I ask myself, wow, how did I get all these accomplishments? Because I'm not the most talented drummer in the world, and I'm not the fastest drummer in the world, and there's no such thing as one guy that's at the pinnacle. There's a lot of great players out there, but I have a lot of achievements, and I attribute that to three key things. And one is hard work. The second one is passion that fuels that hard work, and education. And I'll speak about hard work first. I look at hard work as like a vehicle, a transportation through life. You have to work hard continually, forever, to succeed and move forward. It's just like you get to work, you get in a car, or to get on a bike, or in my case, a private jet sometimes. It's a vehicle that gets me where I gotta go. Hard work gets us where we gotta go. And in my case, it's being a drummer. And what fuels that hard work is I have this incredible passion, insatiable passion to be playing drums and doing music. I was just a little kid bouncing around hyper. You know, my parents used to kick me and my twin brother out of the house because we were too crazy. So we're running around the property, you know, and I fell into sports because sports were a way to take that energy and use it. And then when, you know, rock and roll hit the planet, I wanted to be part of it. And what better instrument to use up your energy but to play drums? So it was a natural thing. I was just drawn toward, you know, ways I could use my energy. And it was just a hobby for me. But by the time I was 18, I was practicing 9 hours a day. Eventually got into School of Music and studied classical music for 5 years. Anyway, what I've learned through the sports and the discipline of being at a very competitive music school and having very intense teachers and coaches was the hard work was the only way I was going to move forward. And the people who are not working hard, they're going this way, and I'm going this way. So every day, we're getting farther and farther apart. And I used to tell my students, there was one student I said, hey, Mike, you know, you graduate in 2 weeks from IU. Do you realize when you graduate, you're competing with me for the same job? If you think about it, we all want the same job. We want to be playing on Letterman or in this band or that band. I said, so, hate to say it, dude, but you better be willing to do 7 hours a day, 18 hours a day, because that's what I'm doing, and that's what I've been doing my whole life. So the hard work is definitely, there's just no two ways about it. That gets you where you're going to go. And, you know, it doesn't guarantee you'll be famous, because I apply that same concept to raising a family. If you think about it, the hard work, the more hard work you put into that, the better results you get from doing that also. It's not just about fame. Hard work gets you results, fueled by passion and desire, because when it gets real tough, you need to have passion to get you through those tough times. So me loving what I do, if when it gets tough, that's what keeps me going because I love what I do. And it pushes me right through any adversity. The third thing, like I was mentioning, was education is, whether you're learning something in my world like technical, that's one thing. But then there's things like like the other day, I had a really cool meeting with a very successful businessman that goes to Russia all the time. And I just was fascinated by his whole approach to life and business. And to me, that was education to me. I learned something from this guy that really was cool, and so you keep your eyes and ears open, and you constantly are learning. You might learn one thing from me today that has nothing to do with what area or what career you're in, but it might inspire you. That's education. So you put hard work with passion, fueled with constantly learning, and I think that's the key to success. And that's the way I look at it for myself, and that's what's worked for me. So that's probably why I have those credits, because those three things, So I'm now gonna play some songs for you, and because I have developed this style of power of playing the drums, the music's gonna be loud. So I will not be offended if you stick your fingers in your ears. But in order to see me play the way I play, we're gonna have to turn the music up. So. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Drake University, Des Moines, Iowa. Thank you. All right. Dave, you're going to have to bring me back. Awesome. Oh, there's people up there. Thank you. Awesome. So I'm going to cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to go out there, this, I guess, a reception out there, and I will sign autograph cards, and I'll talk. Give me a little bit of time to cool off, and I'll see you in a second. Thank you.